Fast.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to make it fast.
Good afternoon. My name is Daniela Barragan. He's Juan Sebastián Castillo, and he's Juan Camilo Balbuena. We are going to talk to you about our marketing research about indoor furniture for USC.
Okay, so first of all, our general objectives were to understand the furniture industry in Colombia. Second, understand the behavior, the consumer behavior. What does the consumer want, and what does this expect from this industry. The third one was to learn about the competitors that could have JISC here in Colombia, so understand what were the competitors in Colombia. Then we want to understand or determine if JISC entering into Colombia was viable or not by all the studies that we make.
The specific objectives, I'm going to go fast. So we want to know the expansion to Colombia of USC is viable in terms of their indoor furniture line, to decide which products the company should introduce to their market, and the marketing strategy they need to promote the brand here, to evaluate if JISC is going to become a reliable brand for Colombia, if Colombia is ready to receive a Danish company in the furniture industry, and to determine the potential clients for use in Colombia. So we first did the consumer overview. So what trends does globally and nationally does furniture follow? So globally, they are liking multifunctional furniture, minimal ornamentation, and warm colors. And similarly, nationally, we also like warm colors. We have a preference for local brands and products, which is like a barrier for USC to enter. And we also like, we change our furniture every 4 years in average.
Okay, when we search about the main competitors that could have JISC here in Colombia, we make it by profit and by preference of the consumer. And there were three. The best ones were Muebles Hamar and RTA Muebles. It's important to know that these both are like for cheaper, like it's an alternative way to buy because it's really cheap. And the other one that is very famous is To Go.
So we also did a comparison between Colombia and Denmark. We found that Colombia exports furniture to Central America, South America, North America, and Europe. Denmark is not included in the countries we export furniture to. And we import furniture from China, Spain, Italy, and Germany mainly. Denmark exports furniture to Europe, Asia, and Australia, and Colombia represented 0.12% of the total export, so that's too small. And if USC comes to Colombia, this number will grow. So we're going to start talking to you about the qualitative research. The first thing we did is a focus group. We did it to 7 people from 26 to 80 years old. We find a lot of conclusions from the focus group. For example, that people from 25 to 40 years old are the ones who buy furniture more frequently. They all agreed that the north side of Bogota is the best place to put a furniture store in. They also all prefer to buy in the store. They can see the furniture online, but to make the actual decision, they have to go to the store and see the furniture like physically. And we found that prices they are willing to pay, for example, for a couch is 1 to 3 million pesos. Here is the conversion to the Danish crowns. And the dining room, 3 to 6 million pesos. Also, we found that it's really important the additional services, the delivery times, for example, they are willing to wait 7 days to 15 days maximum. Furniture must have a guarantee because people see furniture as a long-term investment, so it's important that they know they're getting good quality furniture for a long period of time. It has to have a post-sale assistance so that the company worries about the customer after the sale is done. So, for example, still send them emails about new products or discounts. About the products, there has to be a variety of colors and materials. They don't like it to be like 3 colors and that's it. They want to have a lot of options. And we find out that people find out about furniture in catalogs, magazines, and mail advertisement.
Okay, so to understand more about this industry, we talk about with an expert. The expert was Angela Garcia. He worked 6 years in Moru Art, and he also worked in government. She also worked in government programs. We make this for 2 reasons: to understand more and to have some recommendations to JISC in the moment that they're going to enter here in the industry. Our first thing that we saw was that the home furniture was the second one that Colombian people purchased the most. The second one was that local carpentry is very important because persons are not going to stores, but they are asking their local carpentry to make their home furniture. The Colombian people are looking always for a good quality in a medium price. And people from 25 years old to 40 years old are the ones that are like the target, because are the ones that buy the most. Is also very important when JISC is going to enter, that the best way to give the Colombian information about them is giving discounts and having a virtual catalog.
Okay, we made a quantitative research. We made a virtual survey answered by 108 people. The 46% were men and 54 were women. The majority of the respondents were between 36 and 55 years old, nearly 31%. We wanted to know when was the last time they bought furniture, and the 45% answered that 6 months ago or less. That with that we could infer the buying frequency. The other question was if they preferred going to the store to buy, or they preferred to buy by internet. The 56% answered that they prefer going to the physical store, but the 34% look first for the furniture in internet and then they go to the store. We made some statements and the people had to answer to which they felt more represented. The statement that was like the most answered was, I like buying high quality, but at a medium lower price. So the Colombian value the quality of the products, but they are not willing to pay a very high price. The other question was like if they knew that the furniture they had bought was imported, and the 42% answered that they don't know. So this is not like an important factor. And we asked about brand preferences, and the most preferred brand was Muebles Accesorios, and then Aristas, and then To Go. And there are 3 things that are important for the respondents that are additional services: the guarantee, the delivery times, and the help to assemble the furniture. We also showed them some models about a couch and a dining room, and these are the average score from 1 to 5. And we made some cross-tabulation relation, and for example the age and the social media. The people between the 18 to 36 prefer Instagram, use the most Instagram, but the people from 36 and more prefer WhatsApp. We also wanted to know that if the type of household affects the buying behavior. So if the person lives in an apartment or in a house, it's different the type of furniture that they bought, but it doesn't affect. We wanted to know that we want to correlate if the people quantity in a home affected the buying behavior, and we discovered that if there are more people, the frequency is longer. It means that the people that live alone tends to buy furniture more frequently. And we wanted to know relation between the age and how they find out information about furniture. And for example, the people between 25 and 35 years find out information about furniture and prices by internet, by social media. But people from 65 and more, they find out information in newspapers, magazines, and catalogs.
So, based on all the research we showed you, we made some conclusions and recommendations for use. The first one is that they need to define the target customer segment. Why? Because as you can see in the cross variables, we see that every age group behaves a different way. Every age group knows about furniture in a different way. So if they know who are they going to target, then that's how their marketing strategy should perform. Also, we think it's really important for you to have a variety of products. Why? Because when we showed people the images about use in the focus group, and as you see on the average of the survey, they have a higher grade, or when people saw them, didn't have like a positive response. So we think maybe they should create like a special products for Colombia, like with different colors and with a variety of styles that may match the culture here. The location of the store should be on the north of Bogota because they can compare to other stores that are located there. They should have a webpage, even though people are not going to buy it. Maybe for young people, it's good to see their furniture in pictures and then decide if they are going to buy. As we have to state that it's really important that pricing is medium, because they cannot expect, if they are a foreign company, to come here and ask for prices that are way too high to have the same volume of sales if they charge their products too high. So we insist on a high quality at a medium price. And they should have a marketing department that is like really strong and gives them all the information needed to promote the brand here. This is just a previous study, but we know that they have to have a huge marketing department that gets the brand to get known in Colombia and that people trust in the brand.
And to finish, we believe that they have to enter not like a physical store, but they have to enter like in a store such as Falabella that are selling a variety of brands, so they can see how does this brand is going by like a length of 1 year.
So you recommend they sell their products in an already existing store?
First,
and then they have to see how they move to then open a store in the location
because
that Daniela told us.
The investment of a store is too big, so maybe they could test out how products move, how people perceive the brand, and how much are they willing to pay, because pricing is really important. And then they can open their own store. If they want, they can open a store, but we recommend that if they want to take baby steps, maybe the first one should be to sell in stores as Falabella.
And
that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Right, guys, good.